What is going on YouTube? It's Haydex here, and today I'm going to teach you how you can play creative mode the unofficial official way in Necesse. And I say unofficial because it's not per se creative mode, but it lets you do everything and more that creative mode would let you do. Just as a warning before I get into this though, this will disable any achievements you will be able to unlock for the current world or save file. So if you do want to do this on your main world, create a backup of it. That way you can still unlock achievements when you go back to it. It will confirm with you that you want to disable those achievements too. So let's jump right in and I'll show you how to do it. So I don't want to ruin my current save. So if I click new world, play name, I'm just going to call it creative tester. And the name is just going to be creative world. So let's continue with him. Doesn't matter here too much. The only things that if you wanted to, because the rest of it you can change in game. The only thing if you wanted was to spawn a seed or a custom island. So spawn guidehouse, that one you can't do in the creative mode, but you can make your own. The day and night multipliers, I don't think you can change, but there may be a way. We'll find out once we jump in. Perfect. So you can see here, I've joined in. The tutorial's going on, so I'm just going to skip the tutorial so I can show you guys. But the way to do it is I'm just going to move over here because I'm going to use his house as a demonstration. Is press enter, type /allow cheats. Hit enter. It'll tell you running this command will disable achievements. Run it again to accept this. So if you are 100% sure you do not want achievements for this world, go ahead, type that command again. Done. So once that command's done, you're probably wondering what you've just allowed. So you have allowed all of these commands. So if you go help, you can see all the commands here. You can sort through the pages, things like that. Otherwise, without using commands, there is another way to access creative mode. If you press F10 on the keyboard, it will bring up a debug menu. So in the debug menu, this acts as your creative mode sandbox. So if you click items, you can see here, you can see all the items in the game. You can search. So if I click show all, it'll show all of them, including the items that aren't available, like dev cheat tool, does 1,000 hit damage, like a million tool tier, attacks really quickly, the god rod, 100% catch rate. There's tons of items in the game that aren't released to the public because they're for testing. So if you untick that, it shows all the regular items. So if you just want to see tools, just type in tools. If you just want to see weapons, type in weapons. Armor, spelled the other way. You'll just see the armor. So this works for all the things. So if you want to see bait, anything that you can filter by in the game normally. I think quests works as well. So there's all your quest items if you just want them. But these are just how to get items. So say you wanted, I don't know, mycelium gear. You can just click that one, and that one. And there you go. You've got them. Say you wanted mycelium bar. Shift click will give you 100. One click will also just give you 100. Right click will give you 1. You go back. Mobs let you spawn people. So angler human. You click it. Bam. You've got an angler in the game now. If you want to get rid of a mob, just right click it. That gets rid of it. There goes the duck. There goes the sheep. And there goes the guide. Okay, so that's that one. The player allows you to change your player if you want it to look like something else. Let's see here. Let's just randomize that a bunch. There we go. Save that one, and there I am. Buffs. If you wanted to give yourself certain buffs, you can do that. Debug buff. I actually don't know what the debug buff does, or invincibility. I'm assuming it's God mode, I'd assume. So if you wanted, say, the Ranger Potion, you click it, use your scroll wheel to change how long you want the duration for. So let's give myself 1 hour. Click on my character, and voila. I've got 59 minutes. If I want to remove the buff, just right click it, it's gone. For the world tiles, so the tiles are what's on the backdrop, so underneath everything. So water is currently selected. I just want to start painting water on, I can do that. If I want to select a tile, say I right click, I can select the grass. I pop grass here, but that doesn't look good. So I want the sand. So let's just right click the sand and fill that in with sand. Just like that, it's that easy. Wooden floors, I can right click the wooden floor or the stone floor and just start painting away. There we go. His whole house has stone floors now. Same goes for the farmland as well, if I want more farm over here. And as you can see here, that the grass is still growing on the farmland, which isn't normal. So what you can do is objects, air, and air will get rid of any objects. So anything placed on that bottom tier. So just click and just drag over it all. That will get rid of trees, stone, rocks. As I said, anything that's placed on the surface. So it won't get rid of the stone floors, but it would get rid of the crafting table. So of course you can do anything. You want an apple tree, click apple tree, pop that down. Wires, same thing, lets you place wires. Time, I want to set it to nighttime, morning time, extra 10 minutes in the game. Fairly simple. Toggle rain, click that. It cleared the rain, I click it again. I cleared the rain session again, but when it's raining, you can use that to toggle the rain to go away. The shaders I haven't messed around with, but it lets you, change the brightness, the contrast, things like that. Say, let's go. I don't think there's any shaders that I really want to change though. Brightness, there you go. That'll change the brightness or the contrast. The saturation or the vibrancy is a fun one. So if you wanted like a nice vibrant game, you can just bump that really high up. I'm going to leave that back down on 0 though. Be careful when changing these things because there is no undo button. So if you forget what a setting is, you'll probably have to go to a new world, find out what the default is and set it back. The scene is also pretty much the shaders. Change the vibrance. Change the gamma. I'll just drop that at 100. So that's the game there. The show server shows what the server is doing and how it's processing things. So here you can see the sheep is moving to here and then it'll walk this way. So the blue is what it's currently doing. The green is what it's going to do next. And obviously they're designed to do things at random ticks in the game. It's not too important, but it's just in case there's any super creative people out there. And now DevTools is a very big one. If you don't know what you're touching, don't touch it because it can ruin a save very quickly. The main two that I would say play around with is copy preset. So say I wanted to copy this guy's setup, right? I've copied it. Go back into DevTools, paste preset. So I can go ahead and place his house there. Now I can press right click and it'll undo it. Keep in mind, sometimes when it undoes, it doesn't undo everything. So that is a big one. Only play around with that if you're very comfortable in losing things. If I paste it over here and undo it, that'll fix itself. Anything I found on armor frames, it will get rid of. So if you've got an armor frame with some armor on it, you paste over it and undo it, your armor's gone. It won't re-put the armor on the armor frame. With this as well, you can... H will mirror it across the x-axis. So if you wanted to flip it, and then V will flip it the other way along the y-axis. R is rotate. Sometimes it won't always rotate, and then T is rotate 180. So if I pop that there we go. I could undo it even, and then I could pop it here. Back-to-back houses, and then let's go another one here, and let's flip that one and go another one here. But see how I screwed up? I can undo it twice. So let's do here, flip it again, pop that there. And already we've got 4 houses, 4 dungeons, and everything's good to go. You can just pop villages in them. So press escape, we'll cancel out of that, go back into DevTools. There's a couple other things like loot table test. chests, so they're just randomly generated chests. You don't get to choose what's in them. It's just if you spawn 10 of them, you get 10 different rewards. It's just to test out the RNG and the loot factor. Show regions, not that great. Show connected regions will show you like there's the room, there's the connections, things like that. So let's unclick that one so it's not showing me anything anymore. I don't think there's too much more in here. Set raid difficulty, set spawn, so you could start a raid if you wanted, end a raid. You can start quests, clear quests. I think copy and paste preset are probably the two biggest ones. And then there's spawn traveling human, which I've just clicked it and it hasn't actually done anything, so I don't know what that does. If you did want the traveling merchant, you can always just go to mobs. Probably just type in traveling merchant, click him, pop him there. So the traveling merchant is leaving the forest settlement. So they're going to run off the second you pop them in. It's just how they work. So that's that. And then, yeah, that is how you would do creative mode on Necesse until a legitimate creative mode comes out. To get out of the menu, just press F10 again and you're back to normal. Hit escape if there's anything on your cursor, and then you can go back to running around doing what you need to do. So if this video helped you out or you've got some creative ideas, definitely let me know down in the comments. If you make anything crazy, please head on over to my Discord or tweet at me or show me your creations. I would love to see them. If I get enough of them, I'll do a video showing your guys' creations. So let me know down in the comments what you plan on making with this, if you plan on using it, or if you just think it's downright cheating. But until next time for another Necesse video, I will see you then. Bye!